I've wanted to do this video for at least a week now, and it's from some of the drama that I saw going around that a certain Skyblivion developer has left and thrown some shade at at Rebel Eyes and Heavy Burns, which are some big developers, and calling this release date, this rushed release date, a portfolio grab. Now, I can understand both points of view. I hate this sort of thing because this is meant to be a mod, a passion project of modders that love doing what they do, and this is obviously, like, you can see what all this stuff in the background. It is exactly that. It is exactly that. And I hate seeing them tear each other apart because obviously I can see a point to where this guy's, he's saying it's a portfolio grab. And I can't really blame him because if you've been working on a project for so long, you want to show off what you've got. Especially everyone that's contributed to this mod. Because there would have been people that added something into this 9 years ago that haven't worked on it since, that can show that in a portfolio thing later on down the track, that haven't worked on the project in years because they just haven't contributed to it, but they'll be able to show it off when it comes out. Especially Rebel Eyes and Heavy Burns that have worked on a lot of the level design of the place, of Skyblivion, a good majority of it. And now, again, it's a total remake of Oblivion in Skyrim's engine. And it was a trailer released for it back in 2023. I remember the day, it was a Monday morning. I woke up, saw that shit in my phone, ran to my PC before I even rubbed my eyes and watched that. And I was blown away. And then to see the year release was like 2025, I was like, shit, 2 more years away. And I can say that we're here now, but we've only got 2 more months. November is like next week. And 2 more months to finish it, which makes them rush it. And I've seen some things, like I've seen Heavy Burns do a lot of level design, or interior design, for the Citadel Towers. And it makes me think, do they have enough time to really finish all that? To interior design, to test it, to nav mesh, to test it. And then I saw on Facebook the other day, they're looking for people to finish off the final fight scene with Miriam's Dagon and the avatar of Akatosh. And they're looking for people to make that cinematic battle a reality on the actual, the mod itself. Do they have enough time? Do they really have 2 months to really finish this project and feel like they've got everything they wanted to do out the door? And I don't know if they do. I really don't know if they do. I'm not a developer of such a mod like this at all, so I have no idea or comprehension. I am just an outside eyes looking out. But it came to me an idea, and this is an idea that I hope that someone from Skyblivion even sees, and at the end of the day, they promised a 2025 release. But I'm more than happy if they don't, if they delay it, if they really need to. I'm not going to blow smoke or get angry or fuss and bitch about it if they need to delay it. And I have the perfect date for that. March 20th, or is it March 30th of 2026, which will be the 20th year anniversary of Oblivion. That on its own is a very symbolic date to release the mod, which will blow so much smoke out of the social media, which will attract so many people towards it on that date alone. On the 20th anniversary of Oblivion's release, that will absolutely capture all sort of outtakes and media. Like, people that wouldn't naturally cover a Skyrim mod will cover this mod on their media pages just for the date and the symbolic release for, the Oblivion remaster. Oh, sorry, not the remaster. Shit. The Skyblivion release on the 20th year anniversary of Oblivion. Plus, it gives them 3 more months to really knuckle down and finish what they've started instead of having to rush it out the door. Because I'd prefer a buggy experience over an unfinished one. And by unfinished, I simply mean that they've had to rush things through and get them done as quick as they possibly could, not to what they really wanted to do, but enough to get it out the door. Now again, this is going to be a very buggy mod when it comes out, because people are going to have their load orders are intact, and it's going to butcher their shit. That's natural with the modding community. And there'll still be bugs for people that mod the game that have made brand new modding profiles to start it clean and fresh. There'll still be bugs, and when the mod comes out, that will be part of like the first few months of bug fixing and all the stuff they didn't find and all the stuff that came out, because you can fix all the bugs you want, but there'll be new ones as soon as you release it somehow. And that will happen naturally. But it gives them 3 more months to really knuckle down and finish what they wanted. And even if they finish all what they have, releasing on such a date will blow the shit right out of the water. Plus, you can then give it to big YouTubers like Fudge Muppet, who covers a lot of Bethesda and Elder Scrolls sort of stuff. And even Fallout, they do builds, they do lore, they do lots of crazy shit. And they're Australians too, which I also like. You give that mod to them to play around in, and other big YouTubers, to really show people if just playing Skyblivion will do so much for it in the long run. So my idea is just a guy on YouTube is, if you need to Skyblivion, just delay it. Give yourselves 3 more months and put the release date to Oblivion's 20th year anniversary. That on its own will do a massive amount of good for you guys. It will blow this shit right out of the water. And like I've said this many times, I would play this in a heartbeat. If you released it, I'd play it even if it's unfinished. I wouldn't give a shit. But again, for a public release, I prefer a buggy one than an unfinished one, or one that you weren't competent with, or one that you felt wasn't exactly right for release. But all the same, this is going to be a massive project, the biggest mod, I dare say, for Oblivion, in remaking an entirely previous game in the Skyrim engine, mod for Skyrim, of Oblivion, will blow things completely out of the water for the modding scene altogether until something like Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil comes out. And that on its own, this is going to be the biggest mod for at least another 5 or 10 years at any Bethesda game. I don't think anything has ever reached this size of a complete game renewal project. And the idea of it is absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to play this. But if you guys feel you need some more time, give yourselves 3 more months. On such a date will be such a beautiful, symbolic sort of just the right sort of date will just blow this thing completely out of the water. I'm going to keep mumbling and saying what I'm saying if I don't turn this video off, but that's just my idea. I still can't wait to see this, and I love what you guys have done, and it's absolutely amazing. And congrats to everyone that's worked on it, regardless if they're here, they're gone, or passed away, or anything like this. I think you guys have done absolutely a tremendously amazing job on such a mod, which remakes an entire game. It's a bloody good work, and I can't wait to play it. And if you guys need to, delay it. Other than that, I'm out of here. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in another video.